Hi, I'm Garrison Bromwell of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. I'm here today to read the story of Colin the Coast Guard and how he rescued Slippy. Much of our training centers around rescue of both people and animals. So let's read the story of Colin the Coast Guard. It was a bright blue morning. Colin the Coast Guard was out in his motorboat. There'd been a bad storm and he was checking that the beach was safe. Colin's dog Rocky was sniffing the air and looking at the shore. Suddenly Rocky wagged his tail and began to bark. Colin looked at the beach through his binoculars and saw something moving. He steered his boat towards the shore to take a closer look. Rocky leapt into the water and made a huge splash. Colin jumped out of the boat and followed Rocky to the beach. Among the wet pebbles were patches of slick black oil and a sad-looking bird. His feathers were stuck together with a thick black oil. It couldn't fly. Colin gently picked up the bird and carried it back to the boat. "You poor thing," said Colin. "We'll help you." Colin started the engine and steered the boat back to Tideswell Harbor. "We'll go straight home," he said to Rocky, "and clean the oil off the bird." When they were safely back home, Colin filled a bowl with warm, soapy water. As the thick black oil was gradually washed away, they saw a yellow beak with a red tip, and then a pale chest, a gray back, some long white tail feathers. It was a seagull. The seagull was very weak, but so happy to be clean again. When Colin went to lift the bird out of the bowl, it kept slipping out of his soapy hands and back into the water. "We'll have to call you Slippy," he laughed. Colin dried the seagull with a soft, fluffy towel. "There you are," said Colin, "all clean again. You can stay with us until you feel better." Rocky barked and wagged his tail. He liked Slippy. That night, Slippy ate a supper of fish and drank some milk. Rocky and Slippy snuggled down together in Rocky's warm basket, and soon they both fell asleep. The next morning, Colin and Rocky watched Slippy in the garden. He was hopping around and spreading his wings so he could flap them again. Slippy grew stronger every day. He liked staying with Colin and Rocky, but he did miss flying around with his friends. One morning when Rocky woke up, he found that Slippy was not in their basket. Where was Slippy? Colin and Rocky looked in the garden. He wasn't there. They searched every room in the cottage. He wasn't there. They looked under the cupboard and under the stairs. He wasn't there. Slippy had gone. Colin was sad. A little tear dripped down Rocky's face. He was sad too. Colin missed Slippy's happy squawk. Rocky missed playing with Slippy in the garden. Where was Slippy? Slippy was having fun with his friends, soaring high in the sky, feeling the sun on his back and the wind under his wings. Following the fishing boats and diving for fish in the sea, he was having a great time. But as the sun rose the next morning, there was a tapping noise at the cottage window. The tap, tap, tapping noise woke Colin and Rocky. Rocky raced up the stairs. Colin jumped out of bed and opened the curtains. Slippy was sitting on the windowsill. "We're so pleased to see you again," said Colin. Slippy gave a great big squawk. Then he flew down to the front door. Colin went downstairs and opened the door. Slippy had brought presents for both of them, a juicy bone for Rocky and a shiny white pebble for Colin. This was Slippy's way of saying thank you to Colin and Rocky for helping them. Then Slippy flew up into the sky, squawking, "Goodbye," and as he went, Rocky barked and wagged his tail as Slippy headed for the open sea. "Bye for now," shouted Colin. "Come back soon." The end. I've been in the Coast Guard for about 12 years, and I've been involved in a couple of oil spills the aftermath of the oil spills, where we've helped the wildlife people take care of birds and other animals who were involved in the pollution. It's very important that we don't pollute our seas, because they're a lifeline for economics, they're a lifeline for transportation, and they're a key component in our entire ecosystem on this planet. So keep that in mind, and I hope you have a nice day.